Hey guys, it's Dag from BeingMommywithStyle, and it is that time again. So we're getting ready to pack for our very first cruise ever on the Disney Dream, and it is a 4-day, 3-night cruise. So I'm going to start working on packing the girl things today and share that with you. So I've got our IKEA packing cubes out here, and also their American Tourister Princess Sophia suitcase, and I'm going to try to get as much of their stuff in this one suitcase as possible, and we'll see if my plan works to only bring one suitcase for both girls. So I'm going to try to do this a little bit differently this time because I would really like to only bring one carry-on size suitcase for both girls. Not one per girl. One suitcase, both girls. 3 nights, 4 days. I think that we can do it. I really feel like we can. So I've already picked out all of Natalie's clothes. These are her clothes over here. So I've got a couple different outfits, an extra swimsuit and her swim cover-up. There are some extra undergarments, some pajamas, an extra princess dress, and then a couple extra outfits and shorts down here. So those are all of Natalie's clothes for the entire trip. In addition to these, I'm planning on having in my carry-on one extra change of clothes for both girls and also one swimsuit for both girls. So we'll have 2 swimsuits total with us, but I'm going to pack one swimsuit in their swim cover-up in our main suitcase and one swimsuit in my carry-on just in case for some reason along the way we ended up checking all of our bags and our bags don't make it there for some reason, or I've seen a lot of people say have like a swimsuit accessible, so that way, you know, if you want to get in the pool right when you first get there, you have a swimsuit. I'm bringing a swimsuit for everyone in my carry-on because I don't want to get in a rush in the airport and have frequently what will happen is my husband's like, just check all the bags because it's easier. And I don't want to have like all of our swimsuits in this suitcase and then for some reason our suitcase not make it. So that's my plan. That's why I'm doing that. So I have Isabella's undergarments, her extra clothing. I'm bringing one custom for her, her extra swimsuit and her extra, or her swim cover-up. I'm going ahead and packing the swim cover-ups. So the girls do have extra changes of clothing because some of the days we are going to wear multiple changes of clothes. But here we go. I'm going to try to pack this a little bit differently to get it all in one little suitcase. So I'm planning on using 2 sizes of these IKEA packing cubes. So we got these at our local IKEA. And the small ones, I'm going to try to fit pajamas and undergarments for each girl in one of the small ones and then zip those around. So that would be Bella's, and then this one will be Natalie's. So I can easily just grab one of those and it has each of their sizes. And then for the clothing, we have these big packing cubes that are double-sided. I'm going to try to get as many clothing items, like all the regular clothing in here as possible. 1 girl per side, and then possibly want to use one of the smaller ones for like swimsuits and just put all the swimsuits in one. So I'm going to try to fit the majority of Bella's clothing in one side here and see if that works. So she has a couple changes of pajamas and her undergarments in here. Luckily we don't need like a lot of socks or anything. And then I have one mini custom, which those tend to be pretty bulky, so we're not wearing a lot of customs this time. And then 2 thinner cotton dresses, which are really pretty thin on that side. And then she just has some extra changes of clothing, and I tried to put everything by outfit this time. So like this is one outfit. I'm going to put that right here. And then this is another custom outfit, and I've got that all together. And I think I should be able to fit all of Bella's clothes in one side of this packing. And then I just brought 1 pair of extra shorts to go with the Ariel shirt. So that's all of Bella's clothes. I'm going to try to zip this around. And then Natalie's extra swimsuit and her cover-up I'm going to put over here. I'm going to try to put the swim stuff in one cube that's just single-sided. This is the other side of the double-sided packing cube that has Bella's stuff in that side. So then for Natalie, she also has one custom here. You can see this is her. She's actually mixed and matched 2 customs here. The cool thing about Natalie's clothes is obviously it's a little bit smaller, so I can usually fit in more clothing because Natalie changes her clothes more often. And fit more clothing into one space. So she's got this custom shirt and this custom shirt with custom skirt that are bulkier. And then for her, I have extra changes of shorts and a couple shirts down here. And I still need to put her pajamas and her undergarments in here. And she's got a couple extra changes of clothing here. I'm going to fold this skirt and then just zip this around and hopefully this will all fit. Alright, so it's tight, but it's all fitting in one packing cube, so I'm going to press down on this to zip it around. You can see that I've got all of her extra changes of clothing here, her costumes here in the back, and this is one side of the double-sided cube. And that is it, zipped all the way around. This actually worked better than I thought it was going to be quite honest with you. So that is the bulk of their clothing, and I've got Undergarments here, I'm going to put Natalie's undergarments in her small bag with her pajamas. And then those undergarment bags can either go down in the side. Actually, we've got lots of room on the side here. Those can go down on the side by side. And then in one of these, the single size bags, I'm going to put their swim gear and try to stuff it down in the top. So I've got a little bit of extra room in the swim bag, so I'm gonna go ahead and put flip-flops in the bottom of this, but this has their swimsuit and swim cover-ups for both girls here in the same backing cube. And luckily their feet are tiny because I just slid these down in the very bottom, so that way the bottoms of the soles are not touching the clothes, but there's like that. I'm gonna zip this around, and then I'm going to stuff that down here in this hole. That's going to be all of their clothing, the undergarments, pajamas, and a couple out pair of socks I went ahead and stuffed in there, and just in case their feet get cold in the room and that sort of thing. Extra swimsuits, their extra swim cover-ups, and then their shoes. And then I'm going to stick an extra pair of like sandal shoes here in the top and their pin trading lanyards, and they're going to be about good to go. So this is their swim bag, and I intentionally didn't fill it all the way over to the side. But it's got all of their shoes and everything in there, and it should clear just fine. And I've actually got room to spare, believe it or not. But I have to fit their 2 plastic cases, which I'll bring those in here real quick to show you, but I won't pack those till the morning we leave, with their toothbrushes in them, all their hair supplies. We're not bringing a lot of extra bows or anything on this trip, but their hair supplies, and then also 2 extra pairs of shoes, and that's what's going to fill in the space in the top. So I got these little bins at Target. They're back in like the storage and organization section, and luckily I had these labeled and put down in the cabinet just in case, like we didn't have any trips like planned in the near future when all the house stuff happened, and these saved my bacon so much because I just tossed in, you can see the girls' toothbrushes fit in there perfectly. I think they're actually meant for pencils. We use them downstairs for pencils, but I tossed the girls' toothbrushes in there, and then these combs I just keep in there regularly just as a backup. And then for this trip I threw in some bigger heavy-duty hair ties, some smaller ones for braids, some of the medium ones, some hair clips, and then some of their little bracelets that they got as a gift. And then these can just sit in there side by side right here like this, and that is going to be their suitcase. So I will pack that last little bit at the, in the morning that we leave. And this is going to be our 1 carry-on suitcase for both kids to take on the Disney dream. I'm very excited that it worked out to only bring 1 suitcase because that's less we have to keep track of. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'll be showing my suitcase that I'm bringing as well. I do have to bring a ton of pair of shoes and tons of outfits because there's so many outfit changes. But I'm hoping to get all my stuff in 1 carry-on suitcase also. And then I'll also be showing my carry-on as well. So that is it for today. And thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.